In the year 3225, we look back upon the Great Rat Plague, the dark turning point that reshaped human civilization forever. It is difficult for us now, in our hermetically sealed cities, to understand the reckless abandon with which early humans dismissed the warnings of their own scholars. Yet the history remains, etched in ruins and in blood. For centuries, the human species considered itself untouchable, masters of the planet. They built empires of glass and steel. They burned the world's forests. They poisoned its waters, all in the name of progress. But in their arrogance, they overlooked their smallest, most unassuming rivals. And when the climate began to change, so too did the balance of power. It began slowly, imperceptibly. Warmer winters allowed rats to thrive, their breeding cycles uninterrupted, their numbers swelling in the shadows of the great cities. Scientists warned of what was coming: uncontrolled infestations, the spread of disease, an ecological shift in which humanity was no longer the dominant force. But these warnings were ignored. Then the mutations began. First, isolated cases, strange fevers, unexplained deformities. Then the horrors intensified. Infants born with twisted limbs, vestigial tails, or malformed brains. Cognitive disorders unlike anything seen before. Entire generations afflicted by aggressive, unpredictable neurological conditions. The cities, New York, San Francisco, Toronto, Amsterdam, once symbols of human triumph, became breeding grounds for mutation and death. The response was desperate. Governments waged war against the rat menace, deploying poisons, bioweapons, even firebombing entire districts. But the rats adapted. They always adapted. And as humanity fought in vain, its own numbers dwindled. Birth rates plummeted. Survivors bore the scars of generations of genetic degradation. Cities collapsed, society fractured, and the great metropolises became tombs of the past. In the end, there was only one way forward. The survivors sealed themselves away, retreating into climate-controlled biospheres, engineered ecosystems where no rat could enter, where the genetic plagues of the past were left behind. Outside these domes, the earth belongs to the rodents now. The rats, descendants of our own negligence, rule the wastelands, thriving in the ruins of the old world. Let this be a lesson written in stone and bone: nature does not forgive. Those who defy its balance will be consumed by its wrath. And in the end, it was not war, nor famine, nor even climate itself that brought an end to the old world, but the humble, unassuming rat. And yet, hope remains. From the ashes of our mistakes, we have built something new. And there are those who still remember, who seek to warn, to teach, to inspire. Among them, one story stands as a testament to the world that was and the world that may yet be. A novel that is more than fiction, a prophecy, a warning, and a vision of resilience. The Girl Who Rode the Unicorn captures the fight for survival, the struggle against corporate greed, and the battle to reclaim what was lost. It is a story that echoes our history, one that must be read to be understood. The future is still being written, and you, the viewer, are a part of it. Read the book, learn its lessons, share its warning, because the fate of tomorrow depends on what you do today.